Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our staff meeting. What I want to discuss to you today is the use of AI. So, last year, we noticed that a lot of students were using AI, for example, ChatGPT, to answer many of the questions. Teachers were not circulating around the classroom to determine if the students were on such AI apps. Now, many of you have expressed that you wanted AI blocked, but we live in an age of technology and we need to not block AI, but teach students how to use it resourcefully and responsibly. All over my classroom, I have generated AI QR codes that go over pros and cons of it. And I think as educators, we need to educate students on how to use it. Now, I know in my science class, although I have this, I do use a lot of paper assignments, activities in order to reduce screen time, but it doesn't mean that we need to prevent students from using AI, especially in an educated environment, right? So, AI is great for helping students adapt. It can help students. It can learn about the students' strengths, their needs, and so forth. And so it can help them in their personalized learning. It can help them in engagement in AI platforms. The one thing I always tell my students is that we want you to learn. And by using AI, there's pros and cons, right? One pro is it can help you. For example, if you're stuck, if you don't know what photosynthesis is, for example, you want to know an example on how to solve a problem. Not necessarily put the problem you have into AI, but give an example how to solve for X in math or Y for math, or what is the purpose of a straight line in math, or if you go to science, what is the difference between average and mean? Put those things into AI, let it give you a definition, examples, and then you work out your own problem, your own solution, and it's okay to use AI to check whether or not you are correct. But to simply put in the answer or the question and have it spit out an answer is not okay. It's hurting the students. So we need to teach students how to respectfully use AI without abusing it. So as educators, for us to tell students, hey, listen, you need to stop using AI, they're not going to. So instead of going against them, why don't we go ahead and teach them how to use it respectfully? Now, like I said, I posted QR codes all over my classroom to teach students how to what the pros and cons of AI are, and it's okay. It's better to teach them than to tell them, hey, you know what, let's not use it at all, because they're going to use it behind your backs. So, what's better, to teach them how to use it respectfully or to tell them not to use it? I think it's better that we teach them how to use it respectfully. We don't use it to answer our problems, we use it to help us, if we have writer's block, we ask it to help us. If we, need it to solve a similar problem in math or how to graph in science, something, we can ask AI for examples. We can ask AI how to do things. So it's a necessary thing, and I understand that a lot of you want to, just to get rid of it, but we live in an age where we cannot just get rid of it. It also is really good in reflecting on real world applications, presentations, things that are going on, and able to connect what we're learning to real world applications. That intrigues students, that gets them motivated, engaged to help them, and honestly, a student could put their paper up in AI and say, can you proofread this for me, can you give me ideas, and it gives immediate feedback. Why stop a child from learning when we need? That's the whole focus of why we got into education. We just have a digital assistant, to help us do those things. So I hope you all will go over certain things with your students in order to have them understand the pros and cons of AI and understand how we use it as a resource, not as a way to cheat. And I think if we educate our students in that aspect, I think that we can respectfully use AI in an educating educators and education setting. Thank you so much.